Good evening. Calling Personnel Committee meeting to order. Ms. Sidney, roll call.
Ms. Richards,
Present.
Ms. Simmons,
Here.
Mr. Moore,
Here.
Ms. Abrams.
Here. Okay. Consider approval of revision to the Director of Maintenance and Construction job description. Mrs. Nottebock?
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Presented attached is a copy of the current job description for Director of Maintenance and Construction. You can see the lines in red that are struck through. We're removing the items in blue that we're adding to the job description. If approved, this job description will complete the separation of the maintenance and construction duties for the Maintenance and Construction Department. The position only supervises one clerical position, so there's not a lot of supervision involved. This particular position will focus on new construction. They will handle our Phase 1 projects, would work with the board in developing Phase 2 and coordinate with the public in developing the Phase 2 projects. They work with the architects. They work with the engineers, civil engineers. So it's got a different job description or different duties than the previous position where it actually supervised maintenance and construction. The duties in this job description are all related to the supervision of the jobs and the projects. There are no duties related to the supervision of the maintenance department. And the old salary schedule as a director under the old salary without the 7% increase was arranged between $63,250 to $85,000. As a supervisor position, with the 7%, the position is $64,200 to $86,200. So there's not much difference in the salary, but the administration is recommending this because there are no maintenance duties relied with the job. It's going to focus on construction only and working with the architects and working with our engineers.
Okay.
You can
Can I
go.
get a motion?
You can go ahead. You can go ahead and move. Yeah, I make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Second. Motion and second. Question?
Okay, so, but we are separating those two functions,
Departments,
right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna have a supervisor of construction and a supervisor of maintenance now?
Correct.
I see.
Now, there was a time when our current director of maintenance and supervision was out on medical leave. Our supervisor of maintenance stepped up and handled maintaining and supervising that department. It worked really well. Ms. Sealy and I felt that because our construction projects are growing so fast and there's such amount of work that we thought it'd be best to separate these two duties, these two jobs.
And another question?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Ms. Sandy. Is he?
Yes, he's
What's the
done.
question?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Okay, okay, so, got my question now. So he will work under you?
The position would report directly to me as it does today. The individual currently in the job today is retiring, so that's why we're taking the opportunity to change this
Right.
position.
Okay, a couple quick, one of the things I did like in the reading of that was about the utilities and about the usage and keeping up with, and that's something that I've talked about before, but I would love to see us get to where we track, especially energy use, from facility to facility, so that not only can we keep up with it, but we let the principals know that we're watching it so that there's some conservation there. You know, if you ride by any of our campuses, you'll see lights on at night and different things, and I know it's a huge task, but if there's a way that we can break that down into some type of report that you could get on a monthly or,
Certainly.
you know, every 6 months or quarter or whatever, to let us know which campuses are doing a great job. And I guess you'd have to do that by square foot or something.
Historical use has probably been the best to see how we're trending down, make sure we're not trending up.
But if
But
you
there's
just-
other things that come into play, is the age of the equipment out there and things like that. The
But
type of
just keeping
equipment.
the track of it, you'll see a trend, whether you see that trend going up or
Correct.
going like that.
And windows.
Yes,
Good windows.
We definitely have to establish some kind of a protocol to do that.
Yeah.
You know, what light you can't darken the entire facility.
Absolutely. I mean, there's common, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know,
Common ground there.
maybe even consider a night lighting system where everything else turns
Yeah,
off.
and
certainly.
especially in rural areas, we appreciate the lights around the schools. We need that.
Yeah.
The second question I had is, will this position keep us from using architects on smaller things, like flooring, some smaller things that don't really require the expertise
Yes.
of architects?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Call for vote, Ms. Cindy?
Voting is open. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. If there's no other questions or concerns for personnel, we now adjourn.